Part two of understanding the will of God. To understand why. People have so many questions. Why? Why? Because God said so. God said so, servant. God said so, slave. And instead of asking why not ask why to the person that you see has control and authority? Why is all of this frustration and anger toward the Creator? It's not his fault that people misuse their power, overuse it. It's not his fault. That's like you. Is it his fault that you get angry? Is it his fault that someone provoked you? That someone provoked you, not God, that person. But you're going to take your frustration, your anger out on the Creator. It's his fault that he given you a seat, a position, an opportunity, a will, power, and you chose to abuse people and children and women. You chose to abuse. You chose to use your authority. You chose to abuse the opportunity, the privilege. You chose to abuse it. You chose not to build the community. You chose to break it down. Instead of feeding this person, you chose to starve them. Instead of protecting these children, you trafficked them. You did that. But you want to blame my Father, the Creator, for what you've done. But all you hear is why? No, why you? Why have you done it to you? Why have you made it so hard for the world, for people? Why do you have to make it so hard for people to do their job, to do day-to-day things? Why do you have to be racist against them? Why do you have to judge them from the color of their skin, from the texture of their hair? Why do you have to judge them based off their gender, their natural gender? Why is there a problem when it's not their natural gender? Why is it such a big issue then when it's not their natural gender and they want to be called such a thing that isn't their natural gender? Why is there a big issue then? Why is there not a big issue then? Stop playing with me. I see you clearly. You can't hide behind no veil, hide behind no money, hide behind no position, hide behind no badge or uniform. Hide behind your gender. Hide behind your laws to make you powerful. Because you take away women's rights to what? Make you feel powerful? You can hide behind all that. The truth will still be the truth. That's why we still rise from the crevices. We still rise from these unfortunate places. That you could take away all of these things on the surface. I still hold dignity. I still hold integrity. You could try to take away my confidence by not plastering people that look like me on TV or lifting people that look like me up. But I still rise. I still know who I am. I still chosen to trust in who I am. I still chosen to believe that I'm beautiful, to know that I am, to see that I am. I Just like you have chosen, I have chosen too. I have taken responsibility and accountability. Though this is an unfortunate situation, though this will is unfortunate, but this is the will that we're in. And understanding that will is to understand why you are the way you are, why I am the way I am, despite without, and why you are the way you are, despite with. How about that? So all that statistic can be thrown out because you thought that I wasn't, because I did not have this and I did not have that and I wasn't this and I wasn't that. According to who? According to your statistics, according to your program, according to your system, not God's. I understand God's will. I still understand that in this will you exist. Your ways, your doctrine, your hatred, your anger for him. I understand that you're taking it all out on me, and I'm a child of his. That you don't just, no. You hate, you're trying to find everything on the surface to hate. You're trying to find everything on the surface to take away. But what you really hate is what's within me that you can't touch. And that is why I still rise without. That's why I don't need man. I need God. I have God. That is what saves a person. That's what you're doing. To understand their will, their position. This is the role that you play. This is the role that I'm playing. I'm only acting out my role, just as you're only acting out your role. Understanding the role that people play, to understand why they're playing, why they're in this role. If they're in this role to hate and destroy, well, that's what they're going to spread. That's what they're going to show. If I'm coming into this world to allow people to understand things, well, I'm coming with understanding. That's going to be spread. That's what I'm here to give. Because that's my program. That's my will. So if in this wonderland, Alice, you come across people that want to destroy you, that want to take away, you understand why. Because in this place where you're under someone else's will, they existed. They existed, and that's mainly why you're here. And God has entrusted you. It's something about you. It ain't like he's showing partiality, but he's seen before you knew. He's seen before you seen your capability. Your willingness. That out of everyone in the world, you were going to carry this well. In this will that everyone has to be in, you were going to be able to just go through, straight through. Yeah, you get cuts and bruises along the way. Of course you do. You're scarred. That proves that you were in the wilderness. But you make it through. And you not just make it through, you make it through with still you. You're still you. You say, I'm still me. It's still me. Behind all of this dirt and bruises, it's still, is it you? I'm looking like, is this my Allie? Is this my daughter? Has she turned to the dark side? Is she blind? I mean, yeah, it's still me, Father. Hmm. That's rare. That's rare where you got people falling like dominoes. And I'm not saying like falling down to their knees, because that too, but literally falling in a sense of their morality. Like what makes them, their essence. They're really no more this person. Like all there is darkness. I don't see nothing in it. Like if there was a person that could see through a person, it's like, wow, this, you might not want this person in your home. All I'm seeing is darkness in this person. No, that's just Tony. Tony. When's the last time? Where has Tony been in that gap? What have you been doing, Tony? Because I'm seeing that, yeah, you may have been somebody, but right now, right today, this ain't Tony. They come to know in the end by their fruits. But I see it. I can see those things. Because you come to understand the will. It only taken me 30 years, but you see how, picture if there's spirits that been here for centuries on centuries, lifetimes. Do you see how knowledgeable that serpent can be? Everything's predictable to him. Everything's statistics. So he's good at those things. He's good at statistics. He's good at knowing sequence of events, cause and reactions, because he's seen it before. He's done it before. He knows the hearts of these souls. He knows what a pure heart entails. He knows what it takes. He knows what they'll do, what they won't do. He knows their limits. He knows that there's no limit to them. That is why he wants certain souls, and that is why it's so hard on you, and that is why the black sheep is invented for that exact reason. You have become all of these titles that represent exactly what I'm saying. That he knows a soul like you, and that is why you find that one out of many, and that one is just harshly discarded, but is the most raw, legendary soul ever to exist in humanity in lifetimes, because he's seen you in other lifetimes, I'm sure. If anything, he followed you. If anything, he wants to be at your table. He wants to know you. He wants to stay close to you. If he's going to stay close to anybody, he's going to stay close to a soul like you. My God, you're raw. Just like everybody wants to be raw, legendary, the GOAT. You are the embodiment of it. A soul that's legendary, a soul that's raw, a soul that has been in many lifetimes, lived many lives. A soul that's in this world, in this will, and still persevering, still keep rising. Dang, just can't keep you down. He knows you. He knows instantly that gotta be Alizé. You know, his angels reporting back to, well, his angels, his demons reporting back to his fallen angels. Him, he's a fallen angel. Okay, then reporting back to him. Yo, it's this girl. Well, she's a woman now because we've been watching her. My goodness, she has not changed. But she's a woman now. Oh, really? Yeah, well, her. It's her. It's her. You see, he don't even have to know the name, because the name may be different. The face may be different. The body, the skin. Listen. He knows that a soul like you has existed, will exist, always will, because you're eternal. And if anything, if any soul was ever going to exist in life, not in just this life, in life, you know God would choose you every time. You know, when he can destroy a soul, when he can appoint a person for a mission, he can always choose you. Everything chooses you. That's why everything is so extreme with you. It's either they hate you or they love you. But everyone sees you, even if they try not to. Even if the house is upside down and everyone physically turns away from you, the spirits are turned facing you. Because their heart and their soul cannot forget you. Yeah, they can turn their face physically and try not to see you, but their soul, you're always in their soul. You're always in their mind. That devil knows that you exist. He can never forget. You are unforgettable. I can't make this up. Seeing through the eyes of what we see, seeing through the eyes of what we know. Now you see, now you understand the soul. Now you can understand the will and why it's you. And it's always been you. And why the pressure is on you, why you hold the burden, why you carry this heavy cup, why you have to hold it, why it's passed to you, why it's just dependent on you for some reason. When everyone should carry their own cross, but it's still your responsibility. It's still going to come back to you like you're the oldest kid. Like this is just like what you're supposed to do. Or this is what you'll feel like you have to do. I come to know these things because it's in my soul. I come to know me. I come to see me. And that's how I start to know these things. God doesn't have to physically tell me, I know, Father. I know. And I know who I am. I remember to now understand why. Instead of hating him, cursing him, torturing myself when I'm in someone else's will, I can't change that. I can cry, I can scream, I can roar. Yeah. And I can do it all over again the next day and the next day, but I can't free myself. I can't necessarily free myself unless I come to this understanding. Because I can cry all day and still not understand. Okay, what'd you learn? You cried and you screamed. Okay, do you understand why you're doing that? Do you understand? No, I don't understand. I just hate it. Okay, well, I'll come back tomorrow. And then you come back tomorrow and you're still angry. Okay, well, I'm going to come back the next day. So you're going to be angry. You're going to go through all these stages because you don't understand. And then one day you will. And your tears, if you do cry and you do get upset, it's for the nations. It's on behalf of the children. It's not for you. These tears are not for me. These tears are for my children. I cry for them. And then Father will say, you got it. You see. I said, yeah, I see what you see, Father. Straight. You know, ain't no crying no more. Just keep your head straight. Yeah. Now I know. This ain't for me. This is for them. I've cried my tears. I've gone through my fire. But now they're going through it. How dare you, devil? You see, how dare. You're not touching my children. I'm here. I'm right where I need to be. I've come to the seat. I've taken my place. Now I speak. Now I rise. Now I see. But it came from suffering. It came from me experiencing. It came from me bear witnessing. It came from me being in the darkness, me being among you, being one of you. That is why I say I reached this peak. I'm resting. I'm on the council. I speak. And still going through what I go through. But I mean, my God, I've done what I needed to do. I've gone through my training. I'm in my 30s now. I have choice. I have choice now. I can make my life harder, or I don't have to. I should know better, though. That's the thing. I should have learned, experienced, understood, so that now that I am an adult, now that I can rest, I can. I can make sound mind, sound choices. I can speak for my children. If anything, I can have children. See, that is when you can. You should. When you reach this elevation, this spiritual maturity, it's all maturity. So now, yes, I speak for my babies. I protect them with the word of life, with the truth of life, with the truth of God, with the word of God, covering them in it. Every time I speak, every time I stand, every time I shine light on them, there is no darkness in sight. Believe. And I'll leave it there.